All right, so I want to ask you a personal question. I just wanted to know, how did you find out that she was no longer amongst us? And how did you actually obtain her body? And how is the investigation, or how did that end up?
Um, the notification came about 6:30 in the morning, maybe. Two officers arrived at my door, and they verified my vehicle and that was my daughter driving it, and told me that there was an accident and a shooting, and they didn't know what had killed her, but that her body was being transported to the
Oh, wow.
morgue. They couldn't answer any questions. I asked who did it, what happened, did she crash and get shot, did she get shot and crash? Uh, you know, they had no answers for me, told me to contact a detective, and, they were still investigating.
Did they give the news to you alone, or was anybody
Yes,
with
I was
you?
here alone.
Okay.
And then, of course, they, can you call anybody? So I, made those phone calls.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's what we were left with. Anything else we heard coming from the news. No matter how often we tried to contact the police station, we didn't get a response. We didn't get an answer.
Mm.
We saw what came across the TV. About this story about a person I couldn't recognize as my own child at
Right.
all. And I, for the most part, was ignoring that story because I'm thinking, like, they're talking about the police killed this person, and
Right.
that's not what I'm thinking. That's not what
You know your child.
and the story it was not her. Someone had to bring my attention to the fact that it was. Um, and as far as securing her body, they moved her body around a few times. Um, they said that we could ID her, and I sent her father to do that. And then they moved her body to the hospital, and then they moved it back to the morgue. But it took us days. It took us days. And we didn't even know if we'd have her body by the time her funeral was coming.
Wow. Wow. So what day did you actually get it? Get
About 2 days before her funeral.
Okay. And what day was the funeral?
August 9th.
Okay. So you got it on the 7th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
I believe.
were you able to view it and like see what happened?
That's where my sister, she did the viewing at the funeral home.
Okay.
And that's where she discovered the 2 shots in her head.
Okay. So they didn't tell you that part.
Of course not. They had been telling the story like, um, they shot 3 times, and they're not sure if she had been hit at all, and so
Right.
they, again, more lies. More
Right.
lies.
Right.
That mayor and those officers hid everything.
What did you feel when you heard the statement, the press release?
Anger. Anger. Um, and to be honest, I like wanted to see myself. If that's what she did, show me.
Right.
If that's what she did, show me, and I'll take it.
Right.
If she behaved that way, if she was, and not even to say, in no uncertain terms,
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a damn what she did. If she was not threatening someone with
With a weapon?
bodily harm, then they were wrong.
She did not deserve death.
So even if she was acting in every way they said she was, or all of the things that they said, I wanted to see that. I needed proof of that.
And where are the body cam footage? What did they actually release to the family?
They have released nothing to the family, and what I've seen from the lawyers, whether I don't know if they're sharing the entire file, but they said they were. I'm not seeing what I know I've seen before.
Okay.
At the when they first showed my attorney, I haven't seen those videos again.
do they have to produce those videos for if you have to go to trial?
I'm sure.
Okay.
I'm sure.
All right.